Okay, good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, the second day of ER. And today we begin a new chapter in Tanya. If you're following along in the Chayenu, we're on page 102 up. Before we begin, we're going to count Sfiras HaOmer. Last night we counted 17 on page 137 in the Siddur. Let's say together, Hayoim, Shiva, Asar, Yoim, Shehem, Shnei, Shavuos, Ushleisha, Yamim, La'omer. Today's 17 days, which is 2 weeks and 3 days of the Omer. Okay, so overview of chapter 44, Perek Mem Dalet. In keeping with the Tanya's mission statement of making love of Hashem an achievable goal for every Yid, following chapter endeavors to discover even deeper, yet attainable degrees of love of Hashem. Alter Rebbe discusses two types of love. One, craving for Hashem as one craves for their own life. Like you want anything that you want for yourself. You wake up in the morning, you want to eat, you want to enjoy the day, desperately have a happiness. That's number one. And number two, selfless love, as in a child-parent relationship. You do whatever it takes. Your parent needs something, you're going to do it no matter what. In today's lesson, even though there are various degrees of love, and not every person can achieve every degree, there's a specific love that is found equally in every Jew, which is a constant love towards Hashem, from knowing that Hashem is our life force. Hashem gives us life, and therefore we love Him, just like we love ourselves, intrinsically. In the previous chapter, the Alter Rebbe touched on the difference between Ava Rabba and Avas Olam. Ava Rabba is great love, wondrous delight, just blissful experience. It's amazing, but it doesn't last forever. It's like having, when we have an amazing Kabbalah Shabbos, it's like unbelievable. But if we have it every single time, that's a whole different story. So do we want one amazing one, or do we want consistently pretty good, like almost great? So that's the difference. Avarabba is, Avas Olam is forever, it's consistent. And Avarabba is like great love. It's and by the way, every time the Alter Rebbe mentions love and fear, he says there are two levels within there. There are always different levels. It's like, listen, we're striving to get closer to the Eibishter, and today we're reaching a certain level of love. Tomorrow we'll go even higher. So there's always constantly a level higher that we can reach, even within the two that will be mentioned now. And the two are Ava Rabba and Avas Olam, which are subdivided into limitless shades and gradations, and each individual according to his spiritual capacity. So everybody has different capabilities and capacities, and even within those, let's say you could only reach a certain level for now, but within those, it's a constant movement. Hopefully, halavai up. The Zohar says her husband is known in the gates. This refers to da kuchubricho diu isyada listabek v'chlechol chalafum ma the mishair v'libe chulu. That is, if you can. This refers to the Holy One, blessed be He. So called, since He is the husband of the congregation of Israel. As we get closer to Shavuos, that's like our wedding day. Hashem makes Himself known and attaches Himself to everyone according to the extent which one measures in one's heart. So thus two individuals may have the same general love of Hashem, yet their particular individual level of love will differ. How do you say love is subjective, right? It's subjective. It's like you have one certain feeling and somebody else has a different feeling. You might love ice cream and I love ice cream, but your level of love is going to be completely different than my level of love, even though we say, how much do you like it? 1 out of 10, 8, 9, 10. But even if we both say 10, what does that really mean? I don't know what's going on in your heart. You don't know what's going on in mine. So too, when it comes to loving Neibishter. Therefore, the love is really a secret that's only known to Hashem. He's the only one that knows the love in our hearts. The Torah mitzvahs hein aniglois lanu ulvanenu la'asos. The Torah mitzvahs are those things which are revealed to us and to our children to do. These are expressions of love that we could do. Where people, when they daven, you can see they're trying to express their love. Shake the lulav and esrog with such passion. You kiss your tefillin before you put them away, your talis, your siddur. Those expressions that are revealed are equal with every Jew. The same pair of tefillin. You can't put on a pair of gold tefillin just because you love Hashem more. It doesn't work like that. We all have one Torah and one law to fulfill the Torah and the mitzvahs in actual performance. Everyone has to put on the tefillin the same way every day. When it comes to love and fear of Hashem, that's up to each person in their heart. Hey, Shana. That's up to each person in their heart, how they're going to feel and how they're going to, feel inside as far as loving Hashem and fearing Hashem. As has been explained. Yet there's one singular and unique love which incorporates something of all distinctions and gradations. Both Avas Olam and Avarabo, the passionate love that we have towards Hashem and the enduring love we have, because this is something that is an inheritance from our forefathers that have passed us. They've passed it down from generation to generation in the heart and soul of each and every Yid. The Zohar says, "My soul, I desire you at night." So the Zohar notes that the verse should either say, "My soul desires you," or "I desires you." My soul, I desire you at night doesn't really shtim. My soul refers to, the Zohar explains, that my soul refers to Hashem, the soul of all beings. And in effect, the Jew says to Hashem, "You are my soul, therefore I desire you. You are me. The same way I love myself, I love you, Deibishter, because you are me." Yarchim lekucha bricho richi musa de nafsha verucha kama di istabku ilain megufa vegufa rachin loin. V'zeshikosav nafshi v'sicha kalema pnei sha'ata Hashem nafshi v'chaya amitis ha'amitim lekachi v'sicha perush shani misave v'soev l'cho ka'odam ha'misave l'chaya nafshay kshu chalosh mu'une misave v'soev v'toshuv nafshay elav. So one should love Hashem with the love of the soul and the spirit as they are attached to the body, and the body loves them. This is the interpretation of the pasuk that my soul, I desire you, which means since you, Hashem, are my true life source, you're my soul, therefore I desire you. That's to say, I long and yearn for you like a man who craves the life of his soul. Person wants to live. Nebuch, if a person's like in the desert and they're dying of thirst, they're going to just keep trying to plow on and plow on and plow on until, in wartime and in the most difficult, people that are sick, they struggle to, most people, they struggle to live. They'll do whatever it takes. They'll spend whatever money they have. They'll borrow, they'll steal, whatever it is just to get medicine in order to live. Nebuch, I was reading yesterday how, people, they can't afford certain medications. They go to Mexico to buy cheap medications. It's laced. But if you can't get the medicine here, you'll do whatever you have to do. I yearn for you, Hashem, like a man who craves life of his soul. And when a person's weak and exhausted, he longs and yearns for his soul to revive him. Do whatever he has to do. So truly, the pleasure of living is the greatest pleasure of all. And so the nefesh, the neshama, which is Hashem himself, that's the greatest pleasure, is to connect to Hashem, which is life. And when a person goes to sleep, likewise, when a person goes to sleep, at which time his life force is in a state of concealment, for sleep is 1/60th of death, he longs and yearns for his soul to be restored within him. And that's the first thing he does when he wakes up. He thanks Hashem for returning his soul. So do I long and yearn to draw within me the infinite light of Hashem, the blessed Ein Sof, the life of true life, through engaging in the study of Torah when I awake during the night from my sleep. For the Torah and Hashem are one. So that's what a person's yearning when he goes to sleep, as he is experiencing a form of death. Chimusa de Kuchabricho, Mekam, Bechol Leila, Vishtadla, Bifulchane ad Safra. The Zohar says, out of love for Hashem, a man should arise each night and exert himself in his service until the morning, which means you wake up in the middle of the day, you go to sleep at a decent hour, let's say during the winter time, it could be 7, 8. In the olden days, it used to get dark, you would go to sleep, there's nothing else to do. So then, what do? You wake up in the middle of the night, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, you wake up and you daven and you pour out your heart to Hashem until the morning, and then you put on tefillin, and then you go about your day. So maybe we don't do that today, but at least in our dreams, we should hope that we should wake up in the middle of the night and yearn for our soul. My soul desires you. So the takeaway for today, Chavra, we're still going to be in the middle of chapter 44 for a little bit, but contemplation to develop love for Hashem is you, Hashem, are my life force. When I'm weak and I want energy, I don't reach for coffee. I reach for Hashem. I want you who gives me the life. When I go to sleep, when I wake up in the morning, I want Hashem who gives me life. That's all I want. I want a Kadosh Baruch Hu. Everything else is fleeting. Everything else comes and goes. Hashem, you are my life. So that is the motivation of a Yid. And that's the love, the natural, latent love that every single Yid has in his heart. Everyone have a wonderful day, a good Chodesh. We mentioned yesterday that we're in the month of Iyar now, fully invested in the month, as yesterday was Rosh Chodesh. And today is Beis Iyar. And Iyar spelled Aleph, Yud, Reish, which stands for Ani, Aleph, Ani, and then the 2 Yuds are Hashem, and Reish is Refecha. Everyone should be healed from any ailment, and the entire world should be healed from the Galus. We should greet Mashiach Tzidkenu right now. Amen. Have a good day. We'll see you.